macros and calories. I just wanted to do a quick video to help you guys with your nutrition, basically. So once we've got your numbers sorted out, the two key areas to focus on are your calories and your protein. Okay, I really want you to try and get your protein as up to the level as you can. Don't worry about going over your protein, that's not a problem. You want to try and keep at a minimum sort of 10% under. Okay, so if you're 150 grams of protein, minus 15 from that, so you're 135. So you want to be at a minimum of 135. Does that make sense? So you want to try and get your protein up as high as you can. Protein is what's called thermogenic, so your body actually has to work harder to break the protein down. So you end up burning more calories trying to break the protein down. Okay, calories are obviously pretty king to the whole thing. Certainly in terms of weight loss. Now a lot of people say that calories are king. They are to an extent. So it's really important to try and keep your calories as accurate as you can. You've got about plus or minus 100 calories, okay, that you can sort of play with. So if you get to the end of the day and you're still 200 or 300 calories under, grab some food, get those numbers up. But try not to obviously go more than about 100 over. In terms of fats and carbs, that's really then left up to you. I know you've probably got specific numbers, but if you have a day where you go over your carbs, don't worry about it. All it means is what you're going to have to do is pull your fat down a little bit to help balance out your calories, okay? So then that then comes down to food choices. So let's say you were planning on having salmon for dinner. There's fat and protein in salmon. If your numbers are going to start going up for whatever reason, then you can opt for something like tuna that's got higher protein levels and less fat, and therefore less calories per 100 grams. So by tracking your food and being consistent and accurate with tracking your food, you'll really learn in the long run how to manipulate your food and move things around. So one day you have porridge for breakfast, you realize then you can't have rice for dinner. So, then you start moving things around. You can have porridge and rice in the same week, but maybe not on the same day. Okay, and you're going to find yourself, how well you perform, basically, whether you're a carbohydrate person or a fats person. One thing to bear in mind with carbohydrates is, as the word suggests, carbohydrate, they will hydrate the cell. Okay, they basically draw water into the cell. And therefore you will retain a bit more fluid than if you're on lower carbs. So in terms of a scale weight, what this means is that the scale weight might not come down as quickly, but that's why it's important to keep measuring yourself, keep trying on items of clothing, keep using other markers as a sign of progress. Basically, the scale weight might not come down, but your tape measure measurements might be coming down. Okay, you might be sleeping better, your digestion might be better. These are all improvements, okay? So don't just judge it by the scale weight. This is where progress photos come into fruition as well. Taking photos every week, you can start to see the changes physically, even though you might not see them on the scales. Okay, so keep going, guys. We're 2 weeks in. You've got another week of this phase. And then from the start of week 4, we're going to start phase 2. So it's all going to change a little bit. The programs are going to get mixed up. Stick at it, guys. Keep going.